A very good morning, students. Welcome to today's English class. In today's class, we are going to continue the poem after apple picking. In this poem, the poet Robert Lee Frost is describing about the life journey of human being. Here, apple means the desires of human beings. To fulfill the desires of human beings, they will struggle in their whole life. In this poem, the poet is explaining about his life journey as an apple picker. So he had given an example for us as an apple picker, how he succeeded in his life, how he would have done his hard work, how was his life. So in the first part of the lesson, he explained that he started his journey by the help of ladder. He had given an example for us like as ladder. He started his journey step by step, and he would have done hard work. Then also he could not get the success. He was saying, I could not fill the barrel. Means here he could not get the success at first. And also he was doing hard work. After that he was feeling very tired. At that time he could not do any work. He was in a sleepy mood, so that he stepped for a moment. In that time he was dreamt, and in that he had seen that was a winter season, and the ice was looking like glass sheets. So in that he had seen the reflection of apples, because he was thinking about only his goal, means only to get more apples, to pick more apples, so that in his dream also he was watching about only apples. From the rows he had taken the glass sheet, and he had seen the reflection of apples in that glass sheet, and that glass sheet was fallen and broken, and he was very well. He was feeling very well, because he was dreaming. He was not in the reality. Okay. And after that he continued his dream, and in the dream he had seen magnified apples, and sometimes those apples were appeared, and sometimes those apples were disappeared. So he was continuing his dream like this. Okay, means he was thinking about only his goal, how to reach the goal. Okay, this is about the first part of the poem. Okay, the dream of poet, how to fulfill his desire. Now all of you open your textbook, page number 88. Let's continue the poem now. Okay. And every fleck of russet showing clear. Fleck means here a very small area of color. Okay. And every fleck of russet showing clear. Russet means reddish brown. Reddish brown. My step arch not only keeps the egg. Arch means the curved part of the bottom of one's foot. So not only keeps the egg. He was standing on the ladder. He was doing the work from so many times. That's why he was feeling that was aching. Okay, his arch was aching because he was standing on the ladder from so many times, and he could see the ripened apples, good colored russet apples. That his desire is to get those apples, but his body is not supporting him. That was aching. Okay, so arch was aching. So then come for the page number 89. It gives the pressure on a ladder round. Why it is paining, students? Because he was giving pressure. His body was giving pressure on the ladder, means so that he was feeling like that. Okay, I feel the ladder sway as the bow bend. He felt the ladder sway. Sway means swinging movement. It was shaking. The ladder was shaking. He has to balance the ladder. Means in our life we have to manage all the difficulties. Means he is facing the difficulties in his life, but he has to manage that. Okay. Then like bow bends means like branches. How branches shake? No, like that way his ladder also shaking. Because he was standing on that ladder from so many times. He was doing hard work in his life. Okay, and I keep hearing from the cellar bin the rumbling sound. Cellar means here small rooms below the ground level used for storing the things. Then see students, rumbling means here making a continuous deep sound. Means, and at that time he was not feeling well, means he was facing the pain, facing the difficulties. At the time he could not stop the thing what he was doing. He could not stop the hard work because he has to fill the apples in the cellar bin. He had to do his hard work to reach the goal. So he was doing his hard work without stopping his work. He imagined that I have to fill the apples in my godown, or I have to store the apples in the room, not one or two barrels, so many apples. I have to fill. So I have that work, I have to finish that work. So this is the desire of the poet. So he was imagining like that, of load on load of apples coming in. Load apples. I have to fill load and load of apples in that cellar. Okay. For I have had too much of apple picking. For I have had too much of apple picking. Now I would have done that work. I would have done a hard work, and I would have got so many apples now. I have finished that work. I am overtired. By picking all the apples, he was feeling overtired. He would have done so many work, so many time. That's why he was feeling overtired. Okay, means now he is in the final stage of his life. Means all over the life, whole life he would have done the hard work. That's why he was saying, I am finished. I have finished my work and I am overtired. Okay. And of the great harvest I myself desire. Of the great harvest, okay, I myself desire. As I desire to get more apples, to pick more apples from the trees, that I would have finished it now. I am in the final stage now, so I am very happy, but I am not feeling well now. I am overtired now, but I have finished my work. I have reached my goal. Okay. Then there were 10,000 fruits to touch. How many fruits were there to touch, students? Now, not one or two apples, students. 10,000 or 1,000 apples you would have catched. You would have picked. Okay. So from his hard work, he would have reached his goal. Understood? So students, note this line. There were 10,000 fruits to touch. Here we can notice a figure of speech, that is hyperbole. Okay, here the poet exaggerated the thing with intentionally. He was giving importance for the thing, apples. Means here the success of life. Okay, so here we can see the figure of speech, that is hyperbole. Then see, come for the next para. Cherish in hand, lift down and not let fall for all. See students, here also we can see one another figure of speech, that is alliteration. Here see students, these in this sentence is some words are sounds of sounds like repeatedly consonant sounds. Repeatedly we can listen the consonant sounds here, so that in this line we can see the figure of speech, that is alliteration. Okay. See students, cherish in hand, lift down and not let fall for all. We can see the L sound here. We can listen the L sound here. Okay, that's why this is the figure of speech, that is alliteration. Okay, remember, cherish in hand, lift down and not let fall for all. After picking the apples, after getting the apples, he lift down and not let fall. He don't want to let that apples fall, because he would have done hard work. So if he fall that apples, then that will be waste. He don't want to waste that apple, because he would have done hard work to get those apples. That's why he was taking care of those apples. Okay, then that struck the earth. That struck the earth. Those apples struck the earth. No matter if not bruised or picked with stable. Now, students, no matter if not bruised. Bruised means here damaged. If those apples were damaged, then what will happen? Or picked. Picked means here something sharp. Picked by something sharp or something sharp things. Okay, and or pointed things. With the stable. Stable means here, students, the lower part of the corn plants that are left above the ground after a farmer has cut the crop. Those things were some sharpened things, means that will be sharp. So if the apple fall on that, the apple will be damaged. So that's why he was saying he was caring about the apples, because he would have done the hard work. So that he wanted to care those apples. Okay, went surely to the cider apple heap. Cider apple heap means, yeah, cider apple heap. Here, that those apples were going for making juice. Apple juice. Damaged apple will go for to make the juice here. They were not worthful. So that will not be worthful. So that's why I was saying like that. It's as of no worth. For those apples, those apples were not worthy. If those apples were damaged, then there will be no worth for those apples. Those apples will go for making juices. Okay. So that's why I was saying, by doing the hard work, by getting the success, in the final we have to care about our success. We should not be we should not think about our afterwards. Also we have to think about our success. So we should not be arrogant after getting the success. We should be kind. So like this way he is saying he wanted to care about his apples, means he wanted to be kind. So then, as of no worth, one can see what will trouble this sleep of mine, whatever sleep it is. Were he not gone? The woodchuck could say whether it's like his long sleep as I described it's coming on, or just some human sleep. Here the poet is explaining, students, he is in the end of the poem. In the end of the poem, he was telling about the last final stage of life. He was saying about the final stage of the life. I have told you that the poet is explaining about the life journey of a human being. Okay, in the life journey of human being, he struggled in whole life, but at last, by getting the success by getting defeat in his life, at last he should sleep. She should get a long sleep. So he was saying about the final stage of life. Here, students, as of Noah means at last. In our life also, there is no worth for our life also. Means we are in the last stage. One can see what will trouble the sleep of mine, whatever sleep it is. Anybody can explain me what kind of sleep it is in the last? For getting success or whole life I would have done hard work, but why the God has made like this? Why he had given a long sleep for me? So, were he not gone? In that sleep, he could not dream also. Okay, he could not dream also, because that was the final sleep. That's why he could not dream in that. The woodchuck could say whether it is like his long sleep. Woodchuck means, students, a small animal with short legs which lives in holes, and it found in North America. Woodchuck, that is an animal that dig a hole in the ground and that sleep in that. In the winter season, that used to sleep in the hole, and after winter season that will come out. But this sleep is not like woodchuck's sleep here, students. This sleep is the final sleep, so he could not get up again. So then the woodchuck would say whether it is like his long sleep as I described it, it's coming on, or just some human sleep. Means he is asking, this sleep is like a like woodchuck sleep, or like what I am describing, that kind of sleep it is. The poet is describing about the final sleep, the death of life, the death of a human being. So he was asking us, is my sleep a woodchuck sleep or the final sleep? Okay, he was describing, or just some human sleep. Human sleep means that is the final sleep. From birth to death we will struggle in our life, but we have to do hard work, but not only we have to think about our goal, how to reach the goal. We have to think about our health also. Okay, how much, whatever you will do in your life, but there is an end. Okay, for in our life. The poet wanted to describe the thing, how the human being struggles from birth to death. There is an end. So don't be arrogant, don't make someone unhappy. You have to do the good deeds, make the other people happy, and you also be happy in your life. There is a small short period is there for our life, so we have to be happy in our life. I am not saying, poet is not saying that not give attention on your goal. You have to give attention on your goal, you have to reach your goal, but you have to think about your health also, and the environment, the other people also. Okay, thank you so much, students.